Hello, everyone. This is Byron Lehman. This is the Jittery Goat YouTube channel. I also have a website. It's entitled Jittery Goat, and you'll find it at jitteryg.com. You'll find my short stories or vignettes, flash fiction, microfiction, whatever you want to call it. That's where you'll find them there. But also, you're going to find the links to my novels that you'll find them on Amazon. And so this morning, I'd like to talk a little bit about my second novel. Is several weeks ago I talked about my first novel, but I'd like to talk a little bit about my second novel. It's entitled The Desperate Summer of '62. Oh, yes, before I get started, I just want to remind everyone that if you have comments, leave them in the comments section. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll put the link to my novel, The Desperate Summer of '62, which I'm talking about now. I'll put that in the I'll put the link in the description section, so you can link to it right away. Desperate Summer of '62. I originally called it The Summer of '62, and I changed it because it sounded too much like The Summer of '42. And they're both there's the novel, and there was also the movie Summer of '62 or of '42. And they're both kind of like coming of age type of novels. And however, this Summer of '62 is completely different than the Summer of '42. It starts out with I started writing the novel as kind of like a something cathartic for me, because there was 2 days in late spring of '62 which were kind of traumatic for me, and I decided I'd like to write about them, and so I did. So in my mind, as best as I can tell, that every word is pretty true as I remember it. The events that happened and the conversation, and there was me and two of my friends. We ate at a certain restaurant, and the things we talked about and what we did, the movie we went to, and all the things that happened after that are exactly the way they happened. And then the events the next day, how I absorbed all these things that happened. And also I explore the relationship of my mother and father with each other and their relationship with me. So that's in this first chapter. And again, like I mentioned, it started out as a short story. However, at the end of it, I said, wow, I can't let me hang out there. I had to do something more. So I went on to explore the rest of the summer at '62. And actually, there were 16 different. I started out as just short stories to begin with. And so after that first chapter, the protagonist, Rich Larson, which was me, I began to fictionalize him. He's probably a combination of about himself and probably 3 more characters that people I knew at that time, or sometimes just fictionalize things a little bit. But it's really based on a total of maybe 4 characters. And he's smarter, more adaptable, and more athletic and so forth than I was. But I fictionalized him to make him a little bit better, making him more compelling. And so I went on and wrote 15 more short stories. I think it's kind of important to remember too, if you read the novel, is they're not connected chronologically. At least when I wrote them, I did try to stream them together a little bit, but not so much. And if that confuses you as a reader, just remember there are 16 different short stories chronologically, in a sense, that they start with the beginning of summer and end with the end of summer, or into the school year of the next year of school. So just to let you know a little bit about the chronological order. And of course, the characters are based on real people. And again, I combined a lot of them, and I gave them, I made them better or worse than what they really were at the time. And again, all fictionalized so I could move the story in a certain direction and towards a certain outcome. Now, the outcome. A lot of writers, when they start into a novel, they outline it. They know from beginning to end how it's going to end. This novel was a complete surprise to me. I'm going to say I got halfway through it, and suddenly I realized it was going to be a novel. And I'm writing, and I said, wow, I don't have an ending to this. And so in the weeks that occurred after that, while I'm writing, I'm thinking, well, what is the ending? You know, I kept on thinking about this, and it didn't really bother me. However, since I didn't know the ending, I knew the ending would be a surprise. And sure enough, I'm going to say probably at about the 14th or 15th episode or chapter of this book, the ending came to me. Boom. It just came. I said, this is it. And so I began to steer it towards this ending. And so, however, I'll have to tell you this, reveal this to you, that the ending, the surprise ending, is pretty much what happened. And you'll have to kind of read to find out. Now, was this really the ending of the novel? Well, when I got to the ending, I said, there is more to this. And so I ended the book, and I decided to write another book after that. And actually, this novel here spawned 7 more books. And I call it the Rich Larson Adventure Series. And I think it's something that I enjoyed writing every one of them. I really did. And so when a writer enjoys writing them, I think a reader enjoys reading them. So I think it's something that you're all going to enjoy. So again, excuse me, I'm going to put the link to this novel, The Desperate Summer of '62. I'm going to put that in the description section of this video. So stop by, take a look at it, buy it, and let me know what you think about it, okay? So I always appreciate if you put comments in the comments section, pro or con. As a writer sometimes, or people make videos, we certainly appreciate the pro, of course, the good things, but also the negative things, because those are things that we can improve on when you do those things. So I appreciate that. Also, hit the subscribe button, if you will, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll have other stuff as we go on, and in the upcoming weeks. So, and again, I'm going to put the link to this novel, The Desperate Summer of '62, in the description section. So, thanks for stopping by. Do good stuff, read good stuff, write good stuff, and see good stuff in others. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.